Okay, so Act 2, Scene 4. We are going to now. So instead of having Jessica and Lancelot there, we have got Gratiano, Lorenzo, Salarino, and Solanio with us. So here they are planning on Lorenzo and Jessica's elopement. Lorenzo makes it clear they need to be sneaky. Initially, Naomi will slink away in supper time, disguise us at my lodgings and return, all in an hour. They're going to try and do this quickly, and they're going to try and do it quietly. Gratiano, Salarino, and Salanio all have misgivings. They don't think they've prepared enough. They don't think they're going to have enough lights. Remember, there was no light before street lamps. It could get very dark at night. And they don't particularly think they should continue with the plan unless they manage to plan it better. Okay? So there are some misgivings all round. Lorenzo, however, wants to make them feel better. He says, we've got 2 hours to kind of finish planning at this point in time, which, to be fair, is not very much. Then our old friend Lancelot enters with a letter that we know is from Jessica because we just seen her give it to Lancelot. Lorenzo says, I know the hand in faith, 'tis a fair hand, and whiter than the paper it writ on is the fair hand that writ. So he obviously cares for Jessica. He thinks that, she's fair, she's beautiful. But the focus is on her outside appearance and her purity, with him saying that her hand is whiter than the paper it is writ on. This could also be a reference to the fact that people who are Jewish were often portrayed as being darker than their, Christian counterparts, to kind of couple their xenophobia with, a smattering of racism and etc., etc. So the fact that he's referring to her as being whiter, it suggests that he's kind of looking at her as pure and as kind of Christian and everything, but actual faith. And then we have to take his word that it's love notes in there. Gratiano says it's love news in faith, but we have to assume, we have to have faith that that is what it is, and that's what Jessica has written. Lancelot then says he's going to bid his old master the Jew to sup tonight with his new master the Christian. They are defined by their faith. It's mentioned like a ridiculous amount, constantly. Okay, Shylock cannot be mentioned without reference to the fact that he is Jewish. There is just a constant reference to their faith in this play. Lorenzo says, hold here, take this. Tell gentle Jessica I will not fail her. Speak it privately. Ooh, this has got a double meaning. So first of all, obviously, there's the actual meaning of gentle when, calling someone else gentle. Beautiful, graceful, kind. And then there is a second meaning, a pun on genteel, which is someone who is not Jewish. That comes from Latin. So that's essentially playing on the words, as Shakespeare is wont to do, to show us that Lorenzo does not think of Jessica as being Jewish. Lancelot then leaves to tell Jessica that Lorenzo is not going to fail her, etc., etc. And then they kind of finish their planning. Lorenzo asks them to meet later. And then Lorenzo finally gives a speech to Gratiano at the end. He says, I must needs tell thee all. She hath directed how I shall take her from her father's house, what gold and jewels she is furnished with, what pages' suit she hath in readiness. If e'er the Jew her father come to heaven, it will be for his gentle daughter's sake. And never dared misfortune cross her foot, unless she do it under this excuse, that she is the issue to a faithless Jew. Come, go with me, peruse this as thou goest. Fair Jessica shall be my torch-bearer. All right, a couple of things to unpack here. So first of all, Jessica is planning on stealing from her father. She's going to steal from Shylock to try and support her and Lorenzo. It looks all so romantic on the surface, but yet again, money is at the forefront of their relationship. Bassiano and Portia, as we've seen before, Bassiano mentioned multiple times that she was a wealthy heiress. And, even though he loves her, money is at the absolute centre of everything that he has done for her so far. Same thing here, although Jessica and Lorenzo, for all intents and purposes, look like they love each other, money is still the most important thing in their relationship. So within the play, money is a kind of theme that runs throughout. That is something that's completely at the forefront of all loving relationships. It's quite depressing, actually. If ere the Jew her father come to heaven, it will be for his gentle daughter's sake. Again, gentle, genteel, as we discussed before. Shylock loves Jessica. He loves his daughter. And Lorenzo says that Jessica is his only chance of redemption. If he comes to heaven, it will be because of Jessica. He's betraying Shylock's love for love, is essentially what's happening. And then he says, and never dare misfortune cross her foot unless you do it under this excuse. She takes risks only for this, only for their love. And because she is the child of a faithless Jew. It's the only reason she takes risks. Judaism is not even seen as a faith. It's a betrayal, according to the Christian characters in this play. It's like faithless without faith. That it's not even seen as a religion in and of itself. And then finally he says, fair Jessica shall be my torchbearer. Jessica will bring him light. She will bring him hope.